The Flip Side is a hip-hop duo based out of Kenora, Ontario, with members Don Carlito and young Lyrix. And they're both on the line with us here. How are you doing today?
Oh, we're doing great.
Yeah, doing pretty good.
Yeah, feeling great.
Now, you've just came out with your latest single, which is called Catch You on the Flip Side. How would you describe the song?
I mean, it's one of those songs that's just like a feeler out. Like, we're just trying to get our name out there right now, and it's a really catchy song. So, and it kind of clicked on. Like, it had a good response from people.
Local audience.
And stuff, yeah.
It's, of course, got the group's name in it. Was that intentional?
Very much
Yeah,
so.
definitely. 100%.
Very much so, yes. We were doing music as another group a while ago, and so we wanted to make sure that people knew that this was us now.
Something new, yeah. That's the point of the flip side. It's the flip side of what the old was, so we're flipping the script.
And how would you describe your genre? Would you say it's kind of simply hip-hop?
Underground Canadian hip-hop. We take a lot of inspiration from a lot of our other underground artists from Canada.
Yeah, a lot of influence, especially me, is like a lot of late 90s, early 2000s type hip-hop like that.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you two both get into hip-hop and then set up this group?
I started freestyling in the trails in high school 10 years ago maybe, and Ben has a little bit of a different story, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I grew up just very young. One of the first music that I ever heard, type of music I ever heard, was hip-hop, like at a very, very young age. And I started doing it when I was about probably about 11. Obviously, it wasn't good back then because I was just a little kid. Yeah, I started doing it back then, and that was I'm like 27 now, so 12. That was forever ago.
Yeah.
Ancient history. We met through mutual friends and started making music together, 4 or 5 years ago now?
Yeah, it was about 2019, late 2018.
I guess, not that long, 4 years ago, yeah.
2019, I was thinking, that's last year, but no, it's now 4 years ago.
A long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And how would you say the music you make now compares to how it was when you first started out, and even how it was a few years ago when you first started working together?
Oh man, our music now is on another level than what we were making 2 years ago.
Yeah, definitely a lot of more complex writing and higher quality writing and instrumentals and stuff like that. It's way better than it used to be. 100%.
Oh man, we put 120% in now. I'm like, in these coming months, like you're gonna see us putting in 150, 200%.
Yeah,
we're going in and we're putting all the cards on the table for this one.
So why did you leave these previous groups to set up the Flip Side?
We had the Holy Trinity for a while. He's wearing the Holy Trinity sweater with our album cover on it.
Nice.
We had a group member named Big Ounce that just didn't want to do it anymore, had a prestigious job and stuff. And so, you can't really do the Holy Trinity with two.
Yeah.
So then we kind of linked up. We kind of took a year off, and then we linked up, and one day it just kind of came to fruition, and we started.
It was kind of like we took a year off or a little bit more, and then I got hit up on Instagram to do a show in my hometown here, and that kind of got us back into it after taking a year, which was sort of a shock too after a year of not really writing or doing anything.
Yeah.
The first thing we did was get into a live show, like a full on, So it was kind of like a kick in the ass to get it going again.
Mm-hmm. It was nice. Much needed.
And how is doing a live show in the hip-hop genre? Is it kind of hard? Because, as somebody that doesn't rap or anything myself, it seems hard even just recording it, let alone doing it live.
Yeah, if you're new to it, it's definitely hard. But like if you've been doing it a while and getting in, especially a show, like it's amazing. It feels amazing to have that energy, like be jumping around stage and just going wild. It's amazing. Like I love the feeling of that.
He's performed a couple more times than me, and actually that show that we did that kind of got us back into it was my first ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I walked out there shaking in my boots, but as soon as that crowd started vibing with me on that level, it was just like it was like I had done it 1,000 times.
I think that got us really excited is like the opener.
John
Narkey. That's our homie Narkey. He really had the crowd going, and he gave us like a big boost of energy because he was going wild and he went on before us. So we couldn't wait to go.
It was so fun. We have a good friend, John. He goes by Narkey. He lives in town. He's great. Yeah, he makes music with us all the time. He's dropping an album soon.
Ooh.
Maybe he'll hit you. Maybe we're gonna give him a little shout out.
Yeah. When you're doing a live performance, it's really the crowd that gives you the energy, isn't it? I mean, before you come out and see and hear that they're all enjoying it, I guess what's going through your mind, if it's your first performance, is, I really don't want to do this.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. The second before you're walking on that stage, you're sweating bullets, and you're thinking, I'm gonna do something bad.
Yeah.
You know, but it's but you know what I mean. You go out there and you kill it. You have to. And
well, especially because I've done shows with nobody in the crowd, and that's kind of the worst. Like, 'cause you're kind of just performing for yourself, and it's kind of awkward. So that's the real thing, because you don't really get out of the nervous energy when nobody's there. It's kind of just like, you know.
But if nobody's there, why did you still do the performance?
Well, it's just kind of
gotta do it.
Yeah, some exposure. Like, at least you have something under your belt, right?
Yeah.
It's experience, you know, like experience for when people are there, right? But
Yeah.
you need to.
It's kind of like, you know, just performing in a mirror for yourself. It still kind of, you know, gets you a little bit of, you know, builds you up, you know.
It's really awkward when there's no audience, but would it maybe be more awkward if there was one person in the audience? Because then it's kind of like you have eye contact.
Yeah,
I have actually had that.
That's happened. Yeah, we had Charlie Feta. There's a guy from he's a artist from Winnipeg, very well known, awesome rapper. He's great, but just Kenora is a hard town to bargain with shows, and there was like 3 people in the crowd,
especially because a lot of people
and
here.
The 3 people were me and Ben and. And a couple others, but you know, because we're gonna support them, we love them.
Yeah,
right?
there was one spot. It was just me there the whole time, just you know, hyping them up. But that's really awkward.
There's more pressure when there's only a few people in the audience, because
100%.
if you don't know them, you have to make sure they don't walk out. Because if one person walks out, that's it. There's no audience anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to impress them for sure, or else it's it's over.
And you mentioned that the Holy Trinity split up because one person left and Trinity means 3. Yeah. Did you ever consider replacing him, or would it not have really worked?
It wouldn't have worked because
we did consider it.
We considered it, but it wouldn't have worked just because Ian's big ounces verses were his, and he was so good.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best.
One of the best, and nobody could perform those but him, and I wasn't gonna have someone perform those verses that were his.
Now, what's coming up for you two after this single? Next few months going to be quite exciting, right?
Yes. So March 18th in Kenora, Ontario, we're going to be doing our own show with O-Rose, Be The Wiz, and Jeb, and Narky. And the flip side, we're all doing a show together at the same place we did the last one, Shooter's Bar in Kenora, March 18th. And after that...
before that, February 15th, we're putting another single out.
February 15th, we're putting another single out. Yeah. Sorry, I'm talking about another live performance.
Yeah, getting real excited about the performances. So we're putting a single out on the 15th, and then possibly doing an EP around March time too. Then we have the show on March 18th at Shooters, and then in May we are doing another show in Dryden, Ontario. We're opening up for I think a legendary Canadian rapper, Mad Child. We'll be opening up for him in Dryden, so that's pretty big. And
guy's been in the game since the 90s, and he's really made a name for himself, and it's a blessing to be able to open for him. So
definitely be lots of things coming up this year.
We're working hard this year.
Yeah, that sounds like so much exciting stuff. And it's all coming up very soon.
Yeah, wrong.
And in the meantime, where are we able to check out everything we need to find, including your new debut single, Catch You on the Flip Side?
Any streaming platform you can find our song, Catch You on the Flip Side, and any other songs you can find on any streaming platform. We'll have them up on everything.
So the flip side with a $sign. You got to remember the $sign, or else.
Yes, remember the $sign.
Yeah, any streaming platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all socials. It's the Flip Side 807 on all of them.
Excellent. Well, many thanks to both of you for coming on today, and good luck in the next few months, because you're going to be quite busy.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.